What's going on, everybody? I am back for another House of 808s and Bass. I believe that's the name of the name of the series. I am DJ McCree, and this series is basically about just creating 808s, mixing 808s, etc., etc. All things 808s. We're gonna talk about it. In this particular episode, we're gonna be talking about how 808s work as they are slid. And yeah, wow, there's a crazy delay behind this camera or whatever. So don't mind that. I just noticed that when I went to scratch my nose, which is kind of nasty, but I didn't dig in my nose. But anyways. So, yeah, like I was saying, I have something laid out already, and before I even get out to that, once again, at djmccree.net, there's the Spinz 808 collection. It's probably one of the highest. The Spinz 808 itself is just highly requested by everybody. So, it was already in the TCE kit. If you have the Kill Bill drum kit. I added that to the update, and everybody has it by now. But now there was other ones that other people had asked about. So now you have access to it. It's at djmccree.net. The link will be in the description box. So, check that out. And now let's go ahead and go to the screen cam. And yeah, we have some interesting stuff. I mean, I literally right now am making sure that I am 100% correct when I do this, because we're going to be covering sliding bass in just a little bit. We'll cover that next one. So, don't mind me here. I'm going to go ahead and turn down. Turn down for what? What? But, okay, so I did a simple track. I haven't added what I wanted to, so I'm just going to remember that. But, I have some new tools or whatever. You might see some drums that you do not recognize. That's because this is a part of which cover I just created, the TCE Kill Bill 2 kit. And right now, we had the Chris Fresh, which I want y'all to check him out or whatever, because he's a dope rapper. But yeah, so far we got this. Okay, so I was just making some minor adjustments and just playing the drum line. So we don't have the 808 in there. And there's gonna be a reason for that. Because we're gonna be talking about sliding 808s and layering 808s. So now the rack kit or whatever, which is like the highly proclaimed kick that everybody wants or whatnot, had it for forever. But yeah, so we have that, and that's just going to be the basis of where we come from, because the whole entire thing about layering 808s on top of stuff is that they can cause some pretty awesome audible sounds and more punch to your drums or whatnot. And I also want to note that I'm not using anything master other than the free limiter. I just just in case everybody wants to know if I'm actually cheating, but. Yeah, the first things for the most common thing about 808s is this. Like, the most common question is this. Like, a lot of people will hear the 808 and their 808s will be like this. Now, you hear that extra muddiness that's happening right there, and that's because of one simple thing called cutting the sample. Now, cutting the sample, what that does is it helps with the next instant of the sample coming in without the tail of the actual sound running into the other one. So basically, it's cutting itself as soon as the next sample is played. Like after the first sample is played, it won't play the full length because the next sample is played. So it'll be cutting. So cutting itself. Do that. I know a lot of new people always ask me that. So all you have to do, and then if you want to check and see that if that is cut, if it's like that still in FL Studio. As you could go into this menu right here, and you can see it's cut by 11, cut by 11. You can cut itself. You could adjust it, but man, don't worry about that. Now let's play it back again. It's clean as a mug now, right? Yeah. So basically, this is one of Chris Fresh's favorite 808s right here of 808 Mafia. So, anyways, now we have this basic bass line or whatever. The thing is, I know you heard people slide up and down the 808s. I know there's some people that may know about that, but there's a lot of people that don't know about it because they asked me. So we're just gonna add these in there at leisure. Oh, no. All right. I don't know how you guys do it. Like, shouts out to people that don't own MIDI keyboards and draw in the FL Studio, because that a lot of people say it's easy. I find it to be massively tedious versus playing the keys. So it truly does take talent for you to actually draw in your melodies or whatnot. It takes talent, and it takes a lot of patience. So respect for all those that do that way. But anyways, we got the melody down. Yeah, I could live with that. This is just a placeholder part anyways. But yeah, so sliding the bass. There's different ways you actually can slide the bass. I mean, many ways. I cannot preach this any further. So the first things first, you go and you double left click on this. Now this area right here, if you go to this area right here, it says slide. And what does that do? Wow. Well, I could play it, but I'm just going to go ahead and accept. As you can hear, hey, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make these the full length for the next example. Pardon me. Catch another cold. This dang weather change. Let me see. All right. This by far is not the way that I like to do sliding notes. However, you could adjust those times right here. And I guess you have to do it right here. Let's see. Oops. Slide notes. Mess with the release. See what that does. Yuck. So basically the release, and this is but that's basically how you slide the notes, but the release kind of, attenuates whatever you want or whatever. You could just right click on it to reset it. And that's how you would do it within the piano roll. Let's make that slide. So once again, if you didn't catch that, all I did was just double left click on the particular note on the piano roll, and then selected this as a slide. and then you could adjust the release as you want it, because you may not want it to slide all the way through, which, you know, that will kind of stop that particular effect from happening. Now, there is other ways you could do this. You don't necessarily have to do it this way. If you have access to things like Big Bang Theory, you can just add the glide as you want it. Now, you know, depending on, you know, if your flavor of 808s or whatever, it might not be the 808 that you might like or not. But this particular plugin itself, I actually really like it. I think the 808s are very good in that as well. So, you know, here's that. So, all right. Oh, okay. So, in particular, that's causing that to not slide. So that doesn't need to be in there. And the reason why it's not sliding with that particular element is because within Big Bang Theory, the VST, there is a glide button. So and I didn't remove this one right here. Accept. There we go. All right. So, you know, in short right here, in this particular element right here, we're just gonna go and dial up some glide. I think the way that the glide in this particular VST is actually expressed much better than it is in the FL Studio version. I mean, you can make it as long, as slippery as you want, short as you want, all in one knob. And if you know, you could automate this if you wanted to. You know, you just basically just go right here, mess with that knob, go to Tools, and then you go to Last Tweaked, and then you see right here, you know, you just go and then, you know, link to controller or whatever. So you know, that's cool as far as that. That's sliding notes. What the heck else now was I? Oh, yeah. So expanding on that idea, we're gonna go ahead and go back into the 808s that I made in Dune 2, and we're gonna make them a little bit more ridiculous. So those 808s are a little bit too high. And you know, 12, so it's 24 out to 24 negative. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, shucks. Well, that would make sense, right? Since I use 2 oscillators. Now, for the love of me, I'm just going to go ahead and take the sawtooth that I put in there and just... Now, we're talking about sliding 808, so I just wasn't just messing with it. I just had to do a little quick tweaking to it because I really haven't tweaked it. Now, this is where ish gets real. You know, if you're planning on diving in to Dune 2 in terms of making your own 808s or whatever, or any additive subtractive synthesis. So, yeah, we have this right here. Then we're gonna go to. We're gonna just go ahead and just smack that my matrix out. And like I said, we already have. And let me make sure that sync it. We already have. Nah, I can't. All right. We already have like a. Sorry, guys. So we have the the semitone already adjusted, and what we want to do is we want to link it to the My Matrix, so we can have that slide effect in there. Man, I got a little silly here. So we have to engage that. So we engage it by going into MSEG 1. And for those who want to learn more about Doom 2, I have a playlist for it. So just make sure that you check out the playlist. And so we're going to set the amount all the way up to 100. We're going to experiment there. And then now the destination, we got to map it to a destination. So there's going to be one slight issue if we want to have the particular shugaducks, the sawtooth harmonic in there. So, but we were going to actually just get to here. So we're just mapping it to oscillator 1 semitones. We're not going to mess with the voices because, that represents all. And we're only on all. We're not using any other pages. And now we're going to still select this, still put it up to 100% or plus 100. And we're going to select oscillator 2. Oscillator 2, we're going to select the semitone. We're going to go to oscillator 2, make sure that it is on negative 28. So they're harmonically sane. So they don't sound raggedy or crazy if I do add oscillator 2 back in by the mixer, via mixer. But we're going to actually just listen to it now and see if I did it right or did I goof up. Well, so it is sliding. Unfortunately, it is sliding too fast. So what we're going to do is I'm going to change the rate and make it a little slower. So, that's how you basically slide it. It's sounding a little Mario Brothers right now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to negative 100 it. So that way that I get it to slide down. That might be a little bit too fast. Yeah, that's too slow. So I had to make some major adjustments to that. Goodness gracious. But I could do one other thing, and that's just adding it to the fine. And here's another little fun thing that you can do using this right here. Using one of the LFOs to sync in the LFO and give it a little bit of wobbliness to it. Or actually, the more LFO that you add in the speed, as far as the speed to it, you actually can tighten it up, and it'll actually kind of take on the characteristics of a straight up kick, because the straight up kick is basically, a sine wave played at the quickest LFO speed with the same elements as the amplitude in the amplitude envelope. Goodness gracious. But let's see. LFO1. We're gonna experiment, and we're gonna add that, dare I, to the semitones. We're just gonna see what goofiness comes from this. That's crazy. I'm gonna do one more thing just cause I'm gonna mess with the ramp, change the LFO to ramp up. Now I'm gonna go ahead and change it to ramp. No, I'm gonna change it to SNH. I'm not gonna tell you my secret about that, but well, I did S and G. What? Man, I don't know if I should. This is sacrilegious. I don't even think I should be showing you guys this. That is crazy. Oh my gosh, that was a sick 808. Oh my. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover there as far as like the sliding and how to do it in different ones. Dune 2 was a kind of a fail fish. But it was just a little bit of experimenting. But yeah, just sliding 808s, they're very cool. There's a lot of things that people don't understand about them, and I wanted to shed things to light, and cutoff, what the purpose of cutoff is when you're making your 808 patterns or whatnot. So if you like this video, give it a like. If you have any comments, please leave a comment, ask me any questions. I will be getting to them momentarily. If this is the first video that you have seen by me, DJ McCree, on this channel, hey, why not? Why not just subscribe? I appreciate everybody for their time. I know it's about 22 minutes, but this show is actually dope. I really like talking about 808s, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people like it. So yeah, deuces everybody, and see you next episode.